All right, finding your seat. Sit up nice and tall. Just allow the eyes to close either completely or to a soft gaze to the floor. Start to just notice what you're coming to your practice with. Are you still somewhere else? If you are, choose to leave that outside of the room you're in and just come into the here and now. Feel the legs on the earth. Just tuning into the space around you without thinking too hard about it, just sensing it. And then start to feel the breath rise and fall. You might welcome a more intentional breath in, deep to the belly. More intentional breath out, slow and soft. Nice full breath in, full breath out. And gently tuck the chin, create length in the back of the neck. Nice full breath. And then start to lift the chin towards the ceiling, opening up the throat, not dumping the head back, just opening the throat. And then gently bring the chin back to neutral. Let the right ear melt to the right shoulder. A little yes, no action with the head to just move around a little bit. And then ground down to lift all the way back up through center. Take a nice full breath in and out. And then gently left ear melts to left shoulder. You might find a little bit of that movement, a little yes, no action. Oh, no. And then root down to lift all the way back up through center. Head. As you arrive, take the shoulders up to the ears with a big breath in. Press them back, melt them down with a breath out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale or reach them up. Squeeze. Press them back, melt them down with a breath out. Get your fingertips out to the side. I'm hoping you can't hear my husband. He's being a little loud back out there. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. If you can hear, I apologize. Reach up and over. Ground through the left hip. Let's take that top shoulder, roll it open, past the elbow. And bend the elbow, take the hand to the back of the head, let the head be heavy, let the elbow reach up a little bit. And then ground down to lift all the way back up and release to the earth. Inhale, right arm lifts. Reach up and over. Roll the shoulder open. You might look past the elbow, keep the tummy pulling in. And then bend the elbow if you choose, hand to the back of the head, reach the elbow up a little more. Ground down to lift up and release. Take a cleansing breath together, big full inhale. Audible releasing exhale. Sweep both arms up with a breath in. Take the palms together, bend the elbows, bringing the thumbs to the back of the head, and then let the head reach back into the arms. Elbows reach up. Nice full breath. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky, and as you exhale, we'll take right hand to the left knee and find a twist. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, start to melt, looking towards the back of the room. See if you can breathe a little more spaciousness in. And And take that left hand, reach it to the wall behind you, up towards the ceiling, and then we'll gently crisscross the arms around the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift the heart, reach both arms all the way to the sky, and exhale, cactus arms. Let the shoulders squeeze together, forearms to the back wall. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, float the arms down. As you sit up nice and tall, take a nice full breath in. And out. Let's inhale, sweep both arms up, bring the palms together. Let the thumbs go down to the back of the neck. Elbows reach up, let the head reach back. Hold the tummy in, nice full breath. And then inhale, reach the arms to the sky. And exhale, we twist to the other side. Remember to use your breath to guide you in a little deeper, but don't push or pull. Nice full breath in, full breath out. And inhale, find that length. Let's reach the right arm behind you and up. And then crisscross the arms, round the spine, pull the heart to the back wall, shoulder blades spread. And this time as you inhale, lift the heart, lift the arms. As you exhale, take the arms wide. Let the backs of the hands reach towards each other. Behind you, open the heart. And then inhale, sweep the arms back and up. And then exhale, round the spine. We'll move through a couple of these dynamic cat-cows. If you prefer the typical cat-cow, feel free to do that. Inhale, opening up the chest, arms go back. And exhaling, rounding. Just move at your own pace. Find your groove with this. One more full round with whatever version you're doing. And inhale yourself back to neutral as you are ready. Roll the shoulders when you arrive, sit up nice and tall. Just take a nice full breath in together. And a full breath out. And straighten the legs. Make some circles with the ankles when you arrive. The other direction. Excuse me. And then flex the feet, press energy out the heels, but ground down through the heels so there's a little bend in the knees. Use your fingers into the floor to lift up and out. Nice full breath here. Let's bend the left knee. Let the knee fall down, sole of the foot to the inner thigh or anywhere along the leg. Pull your right hip back so that you're not kitty corner. Your hip points are facing your right foot. Lengthen up through the spine. And stay just like this, or you can start to hinge forward. Just take a few breaths. Let yourself melt in slowly. Letting the heart reach up and over the right toes. Release the jaw. Big full breath in and out. Root the hands down, slowly bring yourself back up. When you're ready, that straight leg is going to bend. Bring the heel right in front of the hip and then just tuck the other leg in a little bit so that heel is closer to the outer hip. Make sure both sitting bones are on the ground. Sit up nice and tall. If you'd like to crisscross over, you can do that as long as the hip points can stay flat. Lengthen up, take the left hand to your knee, gently pull it towards the midline. Right arm sweeps up with a big breath. Draw a giant rainbow to the back of the room, and the hand releases to the earth. Full breath in, full breath out, relaxing shoulders, letting the heart open. Nice big inhale, big exhale. Full breath in, exhale, unwind back through center. As you arrive, we're going to take both hands over to the left and take that top leg, your right leg, and just swing it behind you. Both hands over to the left and let your right hip press forward. So you might even come off of your little blankets here if you're on them. I'm going to. Sit up nice and tall. Let's ground through the left hand as the right arm reaches out in front of the heart. Big rainbow, and then bend the elbow. We're going to find cactus arm with that right arm. Let the right hip melt down and look beyond the fingertips. Reach that forearm to the wall behind you as best you can. And then inhale, reach the arm up. Bring it back around, press the hip forward, spiraling you all the way to the left. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Find your cactus arm, melt your right hip to the floor, look beyond the arm. And then inhale, reach it up and bring it back around. Good. Let's start to walk the hands away from you, creating length in the spine. You can stay upright or you can bend the elbows and come to forearms and just take a few breaths, reaching the arms further away to create length. Beautiful. Nice full breath in, full breath out. We'll just take 2 more mindful breaths here. Begin to root the hands down, slowly lift the torso up. As you arrive, you come out of this mindfully. And bring the legs through center, coming back into your Dandasana. Pull the flesh out from underneath, sit up nice and tall. Nice full breath here. Let the left knee bend. Nope. The right knee bend. Nope. Yep. Right knee. I'm getting myself confused. All right. Pull the left leg back. I don't know what side is what. Lengthen up through the spine. Use your hands behind you to pull up and out of the hips. Remember, hip points are squared towards the left foot. So you might pull that left hip back a little bit. Either stay there or start to hinge forward. Hands can come forward. You could kind of melt in a little bit here. Try to relax shoulders out of the ears. Releasing the jaw and the facial muscles. Maybe it's the fingers and toes that need a little letting go. Begin to root the hands down. Tummy pulls in as you slowly lift yourself up. Pull the shoulders when you arrive. Let that knee come up. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm all confused. Straighten, take your straight leg and bend it. There you go. And then we'll scooch the other one in. And then if you want, crisscross, only if those hips stay down. Good. All right, you guys have all followed me. Good. Lengthen up. Let's take the right hand to the knee, gently pull it across the midline. Left arm's gonna sweep up and reach it back behind you, opening up into your twist. Relaxing shoulders, letting the heart open, but pull the tummy in to support the back body. These full breaths. Inhale, big exhale. Nice full breath in, and as you breathe out, just gently unwinding back through center. When you arrive, we'll take that top leg all the way around behind you. Keep the knee bent. Let that left hip press forward to take the hands over to the right. Ground down through the right arm. Left arm reaches out. And draw that rainbow. The cactus arm, bend the elbow, and let that left hip melt down. Look past the forearm. Maybe even pull the forearm to the wall behind you. And then inhale, reach it up. And back around. Press it forward. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arm up. Let the hips start to melt down as you find cactus arm and that left arm. And then inhale, reach it up, and exhale, turn back around. Both hands are on the floor, lengthen through the spine. Start to walk the hands out, creating more length, pulling the heart further away from you, and then either stay up high or come down to forearms, but try to keep that length going in the side body. A few breaths here. Left hip is pressing forward. Full breath in, full breath out. Root down with the hands, slowly lift yourself up. Gently unwind, coming back around to Dandasana. Lengthen through the spine. As you find your way back to center, take a nice full breath in and out. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. And take the hands behind you and open up the heart. I can hear her coming up the stairs now because she kind of hops up them. And so either stay here or walk the hands forward and gently surrender in. You might sway a little from side to side. Feel free to tuck the chin and even look from side to side to move the neck a little bit. Feel your breath moving through the knees, release to the earth. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's begin to root the hands down, slowly lift yourself up. When you feel ready, the hands can come to the knees, just pull the knees together. You might give yourself a little hug. Take the feet hip distance. Hands behind you, fingers pointing away from you. Squeeze shoulder blades in, lift the heart. So you might choose to stay just like this. You might lift the hips a little bit. You might lift the hips up, coming into your reverse table. Let the chin tuck, unless that feels safe for your neck, to release the head back. Another breath. And then slowly lower the hips down. Take the arms forward. Give yourself a hug. Do that again. Take the hands behind you. Lift the heart. Press down to lift up. Squeeze those glutes. Lift a little more if you choose to. And then we slowly lower down. Again, hands come around the knees, little hug, release the shoulders, take a nice full breath. Start to lift the head and the heart, release the arms. And do one more. You can do it just like that, or you can straighten the legs. We'll kind of go sideways so you can see. And then hands go behind you, squeeze shoulder blades together. Again, you could do it the way we just did it, or if you do it this way, ground your heels. We're going to squeeze and lift. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep those hips pulling in and up. Press down through the hands. Another breath. And then gently release down. Sit up tall. Pull the flesh out from underneath. Find the legs and the spine. And if you'd like to release forward, you can. Just let the shoulders release, let the head release. Take a nice couple breaths. Full breath in, full breath out. Grounding through the legs and the hands, low tummy pulls in to lift you up. Roll the shoulders as you arrive. And then you'll invite the legs to come around and find your way into tabletop hands and knees. You arrive, pull the tummy in. We're going to inhale, lift the left leg and maybe the right arm. You can do it with just the leg. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, right leg, maybe the left arm. Exhale, lower down. So just keep going with your breath. Every inhale lifts. Every exhale releases to the earth. Keep the tummy engaged. A few more on your own. Try to keep the engagement so there's no wobbling. One more each side. Once all fours are on the ground again, we're going to walk the hands back towards the knees. Come up onto shins, sweep the arms up. Big breath. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, hips back, child's pose. And then bring the hands into the shoulders again, lift up to shins, sweep the arms up. This time, palms together, hands to the back of the head, squeeze the head back towards the elbows, elbows up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take them down, tabletop. Little cat-cow here. Open the heart. Round the spine with your exhale. One more round. Come to neutral. We're going to take the right leg out to the side, toes point forward. Walk your hands back and slowly come all the way up. Sweep the arms to the sky, big breath in. Right hand comes down onto the right extended leg. Don't land on the knee, above or below the knee, and reach the left arm up. We're going to slide that arm down, again, either above or below the knee, and reach the left fingertips to the sky, maybe up and over a little. Round through the left shin, nice full breath. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, release the hands down. And we walk the arms forward, melting into puppy pose with the leg extended. You can drop the elbows to reach the heart back. You can stay up high. If you stay up high, you might play with a little cat-cow here and see how that feels in the body. Another full breath in, full breath out. Begin to root the hands down. Slowly bring those hands under the shoulders. And let's just take that right leg, lift it up off the ground, keeping it straight, and then send it behind you. Square your hips. And if it feels okay to cross the midline, place the toes to the ground, lengthen through the spine, and look up and over the left shoulder towards the toes. Inhale, unwind the upper body, and then release the lower body. Bring back to your tabletop. Lift yourself back up into your shins. Sweep the arms to the sky, cactus arm. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, take it back into child's pose. Inhale, make your way to tabletop and walk the left leg out to the side. Toes face forward. Foot is rooted, the pinky edge of the foot is grounded. And then just walk yourself back up, coming up. I don't have enough room here. Coming all the way up. Then take the left hand to that extended leg. Reach the right arm all the way to the sky. And reach up and over. Let the left arm walk down the leg. Nice full breath. Root through the right shin. Inhale, lift up. Release the hands down onto the earth under the shoulders, and then walk them forward, melting the heart and head to the floor if you choose. You might melt elbows down if that feels better for you. Keep the hips reaching up and back. Nice full breaths. You need to root your hands down. Take them under the shoulders. We're going to lift that left foot off the ground. Fire up that left hip. And then send it behind you. Square the hips to the floor. You might cross the foot over the midline. Lengthen the spine and look over the right shoulder towards the toes. Okay. Lengthen the spine, unwind the leg, come back through center. Feel free to come to child's pose or sit on the heels. Just take a couple breaths. Big full inhale, big full exhale. I'm going to suggest curling the toes under here. Press the hips back towards the heels. Then you might take the hands forward and just kind of press the hips into the heels. It's like a high child's pose, but really we're just opening up the bottoms of the feet. Nice full breaths. Start to walk the hands forward so they're in front of the shoulders. Undo the feet. We'll just find a couple circles with the hips. Going in the opposite direction. Next time your shoulders are over the wrists, you can lower down to the earth. Elbows stay squeezing in. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Baby cobra, heart lifts around the feet. And then exhale, release to the earth. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down to the earth. And last one, inhale, lift. Root down through the feet and the pelvis. Tuck the chin a little bit. Squeeze elbows in and float the hands. Don't forget to breathe. Release the hands, release the heart and the head, and just take a moment to rest. Breath moves in, breath moves out. You take the hands under the shoulders, press up through tabletop. When you get there, step one leg back, step the other leg back for plank. You can always keep knees down. Squeeze to the middle line, really press the earth away, press up behind the heart a little bit, but let there be space around the neck. Good, nice. Send the hips up and back, melting into your downward facing dog. Walk it out. Nice full breath here. Look forward to the top of the mat. Take a little stroll coming to a forward fold at the top of the mat. It will all meet in Tadasana, so if that's where you need to go direct to, feel free. Taking another 2 breaths, releasing into your forward fold. Ground through the feet, fire up the glutes, the core, come up halfway. Forward fold. And reverse swan dive, take it all the way up. Hands to the heart. Release the hands down by your side. Take a nice full breath in and out. Your ground through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Come up onto tippy toes. Lift the heels. And then lower the arms, lower the heels. And do that again. Root down, squeeze and lift. And then lower. This time, keep the left foot rooted. Right knee is going to lift. Arms lift and lower. Ground through the right leg, left knee lifts, arms lift and lower. Inhale, sweep both arms up. As you exhale, sit back into chair pose. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And the breath. Root down, rise all the way up. And as you exhale, take the left arm down. Reach up and over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And then we inhale, left arm lifts. And exhale, up and over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Roll the shoulders, open the palms, take a nice cleansing breath. Sweep both arms out and up. And then swan dive, forward fold. Hands to the earth, step back with the right leg. Let's let that back knee drop down. Uncurl the toes. And ground through the right hand, let the left arm reach behind you. Rotate the spine, come into your twist. Nice full breath. Good. Fingertips reach behind you again, back down. Then we squeeze the inner thighs together and float both arms all the way up. Nice full breath here. Let's release the left hand to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and reach it towards the sky. Full breath. Right arm down. Keep that left hand on your knee. The right toes are going to curl under. Lift the right knee and then spiral left shoulder over right, and maybe that left arm lifts. Nice full breath. Release the hand down to the ground, step it back, plank. Our vinyasa waits for you if you want it. Finding your way back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Look to the front of the mat, walk the feet forward.
Coming to a forward fold at the top of the mat, where we will meet in Tadasana in a few moments after a couple breaths. As you're hanging out in your forward fold, you might release the head, you might release the arms. Let the hands dangle to the floor, ground through the legs, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart. And take a nice full breath here. Let's ground through the right leg. I'll mirror you. Left knee lifts. Pull the tummy in and bring that leg out to the side a little bit. Another breath. Bring the leg in and release it down. Ground through the left leg, lift the right knee. Take that leg out to the side any amount. Hold it. And then bring it in and step it out. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Let's step that left leg back, low lunge. And then release the knee down. Ground through the left hand, right arm reaches behind you and up for a little twist. Nice full breath. Try not to let that right knee fall open. Keep the knee over the ankle. And then that right arm comes back down to the earth. Find your foundation. Squeeze inner thighs. Float both arms up. Big inhale, big exhale. Let's take the right hand to the top of the right thigh. Left arm reaches up. Open the heart. Float the left fingertips all the way down to the floor. Spiral right shoulder over left. Curl the back toe. Lift the back knee. And we come into that twist. Nice full breath. Right arm reaches behind you down to the ground. Step it back, plank. Where you've got your vinyasa. Once you arrive in your down dog, extend your left leg behind you. Step it all the way forward. Pop it forward if it needs it. Let the back heel draw down, warrior two footing, and spiral yourself up, settling into your warrior two. Excuse me. Give the hips a little wiggle. Find your roots in all the corners of the feet. Nice pull. Flip the front palm, reverse it. Don't lose the legs. Big breath in, big breath out. Come back to your warrior two. Wrist straighten the front leg. Reach it forward for triangle. You can always keep it up high or take it lower. Look up towards the fingers, towards the sky if that feels safe for you. Stay rooted in the feet. And then take that right arm, maybe reach it up and over the head. Nice full breath here. Root down, rise all the way up, bend the front knee again, warrior two. Root into your foundation. Find a little lightness in the head and the heart. Cartwheel down, back heel lifts. Step it back, plank, vinyasa your way. As you arrive in your down dog, extend the right leg behind you. Step it forward. Let the back heel draw down. Find your warrior two. Come on up. Settle in here. Ground through the corners of the feet. Go out over the front fingertips. Find your foundation. Let that energy come all the way up the spine, up the crown of the head, up the fingertips. Flip the front palm, reverse it. Bring yourself back around to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reach the fingertips forward
And then pivot for your triangle. Up high or lower, just make sure you're not leaning forward. You might gaze up towards the fingertips, towards the ceiling if that feels safe for you. Another full breath. Root down, rise up, bend the front knee, warrior two. Let's cartwheel it down and around or back, step it back to plank. We'll go to vinyasa, your way. Finding your way into downward facing dog as you're ready. Extend the left leg behind you, step it all the way forward. As you arrive, we'll root the hands down and take that right leg and slide it forward, forward, fold. Come up halfway with your inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. And reverse swan dive all the way up, hands to the heart. Nice full breath here. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Let's lift the right knee. Stay there, or take the left hand to the right knee and take the right arm and reach it behind you, finding a nice twist. Nice full breath. We're going to take that right arm, sweep it up, come back around through center, hands to the heart, right leg behind you for warrior three. Your version of warrior three today, but keep those hips square as best you can. Another breath. Start to bend the left knee, lower the right leg all the way behind you, finding your little lunge. Step it back plank. You've got a vinyasa if you want it. As you arrive in your dog, extend the right leg behind you. Step it forward. Ground through the hands, ground through the feet. Let's slide the left leg forward, forward fold. Root down, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Ground through the right leg, left knee lifts. Reach the arms to the sky. We'll take the right hand to the left knee if you choose, and left arm reaches behind you. Nice full breath. Inhale, reach the arm back around. Come through center, release that leg behind you for warrior three. Try to square the hips, your breath. Start to bend into the right knee, place the hands down, float that left leg behind you, the lunge. We step it back again, plank. Feel free to move through your vinyasa. When you arrive in your down dog, there's no rush, just come in your own time. Look to the front of the mat, walk or float the feet forward. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, hips back, chair pose. Feel free to keep the arms extended or bring the hands to your heart. We're going to stay in chair pose, but we're going to lift the heels. So really fire up those glutes and inner thighs. Squeeze, 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 lift the heels. Another breath. Release the heels down, shoot all the way up, and release the hands to the low back. Clasp hands, squeeze elbows and shoulders, open the heart. Nice full breath here. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. As you exhale, come through center, forward fold. We'll take the right leg back. Let the heel melt down, so you might step the foot forward and out. Think warrior one footing. Square the hips. Root down, rise up for warrior one. And cactus arms. Nice full breath here. Big inhale, stretch the arms to the sky. Option to release the hands to heart center. Take the arms wide and find eagle arm, right arm over left. Or take the hands behind you and open the heart. So what is going to serve you best in this moment? If you're in eagle arms, lift the fingertips a little bit. If you open the heart, squeeze shoulder blades together more. Find your roots. Nice full breath. Good. If you'd like, hinge forward, taking the heart towards the inside of that left knee. Full breath in, full breath out. Ground down, lift all the way up. Wherever you are, swing the arms all the way out and to the sky. Big breath here. Let's let the left hand come to the left knee or thigh, right hand to the back of the head, reach the elbow up, let the head reach into the hand. Inhale, right fingertips to the sky, both hands come down to the ground and we step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up, hands to the heart. Take 3 breaths in Tadasana. Sweep the arms up, exhale into chair pose. Staying in chair, we lift the heels, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Slowly lift the heels, straighten up, nice and tall. And swan dive, take it down. Step back with the left leg for the lunge. And let your foot come out to the side and forward and flatten it out, warrior one footing. Heel down to the earth, square the hips. Make your way all the way up. Cactus arms. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Ground through the feet, open the heart. You decide, where do the arms want to be? As the heart center. If you did eagle arms, let's do left arm over right this time. Or grab the hands behind you, clasp shoulders towards each other, elbows short towards each other, and open the heart. So wherever you are, keep that warrior one footing. A little lightness in the upper body, breath moving, nice and mindfully. An option to hinge forward, letting the heart go towards the inside of the right knee. Finding effort and ease. Good. Let's root through the legs, lift all the way up wherever the arms are, swing them out to the side mindfully, floating them to the sky. And then exhale, right hand to right thigh. Left elbow bends with the hand to the back of the head. Let the head rest into the hand, elbow reaches up. Nice full breath. Good. Inhale, reach the arm to the sky. And we'll take both hands down to the ground. Step it forward. Forward fold. You might clasp elbows. Bend the corners of the feet. Let the tailbone lift. And in reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart. Nice full breath here. Big inhale, big exhale. All right, inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, start to sit back into chair. Lots of chair today. We have some fun chair though. Bring your hands to your heart.
Let's ground through the left leg, pull the tummy in and lift the right heel. Now you could choose to stay like this or lift the heel up towards the glute. A balancing one-legged chair, keep the tummy pulling in. Another breath. Start to release the foot down, sweep the arms out and up, big inhale. Hands to the heart with the exhale. Feel the body, feel the breath. We're going to ground through the right leg here, and the left knee is going to lift. We're going to take the knee out to the side, bring the sole of the foot to the inner calf or thigh, tree pose. Reach the arms up. Full breath here, big inhale, big exhale. Keep opening the knee wide. Gently bring your hands to your heart, bring that knee forward and step it out. Release the arms, Tadasana. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, sit back into chair pose. Fire up the glutes. Ground through the right leg, lift the left heel. Get everything in order. Pull tummy in, glutes are fired, tailbones being sent back. And then either stay there or lift the heel towards the glute. Make sure you keep that standing leg bent. Hips are reaching back. Another breath. Good. And then start to stand upright, release the leg. Tadasana. Big breath in. Big breath out. We ground through the left leg, lift the right knee. And then we'll sole the foot to anywhere along the inner edge of that standing leg for tree pose. Any expression with the arms. Nice full breath. Bring the hands to the heart, bring that knee forward and step it out. Release the arms, take a nice full breath. Sweep the arms up. And we swan dive forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale forward fold. Ground the hands, take lots of little steps all the way back till you get into your downward facing dog. Come forward into plank. Move through your vinyasa. And then press back into child's pose. Knees nice and wide here. And full breath in, full breath out. Okay. Start to bring yourself back up into tabletop. When you get there, extend your right leg behind you, your left leg behind you, plank. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg extends, step it forward. Back heel draws down, warrior two, come on up. You settle into warrior two. Take the forearm to the thigh, sweep the right arm up and over for side angle. Feel free to stay just like this, or take your left hand, you might grab a block and float it forward for half moon. Move away from the wall. So as you float yourself into half moon, flex that right foot, toes are pulling up towards the ceiling. Another breath. Good.
Start to bend your left knee. It should be bending towards the toes and let the right leg float behind you, coming back up into warrior two. Yes. Inhale, stretch the arms up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, melt in. Cartwheel down and around. Step it back. You got a vinyasa if you want it, or a few breaths in child's pose or down dog, or sitting on the heels. Full breath in, full breath out. Make your way back into down dog as you are ready. Extending the right leg behind you. Step it forward. Let the back heel draw down. Root down, rise up, warrior two. Take a moment to settle in here. Take the forearm to the thigh, sweep the left arm up and over, side angle. And then either stay here or start to root into that right leg. Take your right hand maybe to the block and float yourself into your half moon. So as you settle into your half moon, lift the pinky edge of the foot up towards the ceiling and look down at your foot that's grounding you. Are the toes facing forward or are they turning in? Can you open them forward? Your breath. When you feel ready, bend the right knee, float the left foot back, trying to float as best you can, and find warrior two. Straighten the front leg, reach the arms up, and take it back down. Cartwheel all the way down and around. Step it back. Your final vinyasa, or a few breaths in child's pose, or downward facing dog. As you arrive in your down dog, or if you're in child's pose, wherever you are, let the knees come to the floor, and just spiral them around to the front of the mat. You can take a block if you'd like. We might use it later. Lower down one vertebra at a time and make your way all the way down. Once you arrive down onto the floor, nice full breath in and out. Bend your left leg to the sky. Make some circles with the ankle. You can do this with the leg on the ground as well, circling the ankle. Both directions. And gently pull the left knee into your chest and let the right leg go long if you choose. Flex the right foot. Nice full breath. And firing up your core, we're going to bring the heart towards the left knee. So not the chin, even though the head's going to lift. Think about it being the heart pulling towards the left knee, getting that core strength going. Another breath. And then gently release the head and heart to the floor. Let's bend the right knee. Take both feet to the floor with bent knees. Nice full inhale. Full exhale. Right leg goes straight up. Flex the foot. Make some circles with the ankle. And then the other direction. Bend the knee, pull the knee into your chest, and maybe extend the left leg long if you choose. Just full breath. And fire up the core, let the heart lift towards the knee. Try to keep the head and neck released, even though they will lift. Try to lift a little bit more. Another breath. And gently release the head and heart. Bend both knees, place the feet to the floor. Full breath in, full breath out. Good. Let's take the right foot, thread it between the left ankle and the left hip. And let the knee drop down towards the floor. So if it's too intense, put a little block underneath the knee or a blanket. We want to make sure both hip bones are on the floor, both ribs are on the floor. That right heel is working towards the outside of the left hip. So the knee is reaching towards the front edge of the mat. So once you're here, if you feel something in that front hip flexor, right side, stay here and breathe. Hold the tummy in, press the low back into the floor. You might feel it a little more intense, and a little more action, bring the left knee into your chest. You can take your hands over the left knee, pull them into your chest, and breathe. Nice full breaths in and out as we open up that psoas and hip flexor. And don't be surprised if a little emotion comes in. We hold a lot of stuff in there. Let the breaths be nice and full and complete, not just deep inhales, but real deep, slow, soft exhales. Another couple breaths. Let's release the left foot to the floor if it's lifted. Very gently, very mindfully unwind the right leg. Take the feet wide and windshield wiper them from side to side. Move some of that around. And then pause, bring the knees to the chest, give yourself a rock and roll. And we're going to take the knees over to the right, keep the arms out wide, kind of a twist. Give yourself any version of this twist that you like, so a little something between the knees or under the knees, it's welcome. Take a few good breaths here. See if you can find a little more letting go with the exhale. Take a nice mindful inhale, full breath to the belly. Full exhale, pull the belly button back towards the spine, bring the knees back up through center. You might rock and roll a little. And then release the feet to the floor with bent knees. This time we'll take the left foot, string it between the right heel and the right glute. Let the knee drop down, either all the way or place a little blanket or something underneath the knee if it feels like too intense. Check in, make sure both hips are on the floor, ribs, shoulders. And then pull the tummy in. Maybe you end up pulling the right knee into the chest to come in a little deeper. Wherever you are, just breathe nice and full and complete. Two more mindful breaths.
As you feel ready, releasing the right foot to the floor if it's lifted, very carefully and mindfully unwinding the left leg. As you arrive, take the feet wide from left to right and just windshield wiper them a little bit. And then pause and center, bring the knees to your chest for a nice squeeze and a little roll on the mid-back. And then arms go wide and knees float over to the left with any props that you choose. Maybe that twist. Another full breath in, full breath out. Nice big belly breath, and then pull it in and bring the knees up with your exhale. A little rock and roll. And we're just going to take the knees wide for happy baby. Grabbing anywhere that you can reach, the outer edges of the feet, the back of the thighs, the other edges of the calves or ankles. A little rolling, a little playfulness. And as you're ready, let the soles come together, hands to the knees, push the knees in towards each other. Give yourself a hug, tight squeeze, baby. Let an affirmation come in. And gently release everything for Shavasana. Let the legs rest out, the arms rest out, palms face up, feet flop out. Take a nice mindful breath, breathing fully all the way down into all the limbs. And as you exhale, just let go of all doing and embrace being. The facial muscles melt, the jaw surrender.
Begin to welcome your awareness back into the body. Noticing sensations. Maybe noticing stillness. Witnessing the gentleness of your breath. Start to welcome a fuller breath in and out. Let that bring a little bit of energy in. The life force moves through you. Slipping back into the human suit, wiggling your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Eventually finding a nice big stretch. When you feel ready, you might bring knees into the chest and roll to one side. When you arrive there, just take a moment to be there fully. And gently press yourself all the way up. And find your way into a seat. As you arrive, sit up nice and tall. Find a nice full breath in and out. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Let the heart reach up towards the thumbs. Feel into whatever you're present to in this moment. Let's close with a cleansing breath. Big full inhale. Big full exhale. We bow down.